Never thought you'd see the day when Rolex, the untouchable titans of luxury watches, take a tumble? Well, buckle up. The high-end watch market is flipping the story, and it's more thrilling than a plot twist in your favorite binge-worthy series. Prices are dropping, opportunities are popping, and we're about to dive deep into this unexpected shake-up. Curious about how you might snag a dream watch without breaking the bank? Stick around, because we're revealing the secrets that could change how you see the world of luxury watches forever. Take the Rolex Daytona with its chic ceramic bezel and sharp black dial. It's taken quite a leap from its lofty $40,000, perched down to $25,000. Then there's the Patek Philippe Aquanaut 5167A, a true head-turner that's chopped its price tag from a dizzying $100,000 to a more earthbound $50,000. And let's not overlook the Rolex Submariner Hulk, renowned for its vibrant green dial, which has toned down from a superhero-esque $25,000 to a more civilian $16,000. It seems even the elite of timepieces aren't immune to a market reality check. The recent price drops in the watch market are catching a lot of attention, and it's opening up a great opportunity for collectors and enthusiasts alike. If you've been holding out for the right moment to grab that watch you've been eyeing, this might be it, right? Let's see. You see, the watch market's recent drop isn't just about flippers, collectors, or authorized dealers trying to make a quick buck. It's a lot more complicated than that. Watches pass through the hands of different people, often chasing profit, before they end up with someone who truly values their beauty and craftsmanship. In the last few years, watches have been treated like the new IT investment. Everywhere from the Wall Street Journal to trendy blogs have called them a must-have for savvy investors. But honestly, we think you should go for a watch you actually love, not just one you hope will bring in some cash later. Markets always have their ups and downs, but this one feels more like a dive than a dip. Hang tight. Why not subscribe and join the opulent Oasis community? Get the latest scoop on our cutting-edge content. Now back to the topic. Watches start their journey on the assembly line, getting carefully pieced together, priced, and sent off to authorized dealers who scoop them up at around 40% off retail, though that number can fluctuate. Most of these dealers are third-party operators, except maybe for that one elusive Rolex shop in Switzerland, keeping things mysterious. Then the pandemic hit, and with inflation creeping up, prices started climbing everywhere, from groceries to luxury watches. As watch values shot up, some collectors saw an opportunity to sell, either dealing with high-bidding private buyers, though that takes more effort, or opting for the quicker, easier sale to dealers, even if it meant a lower payout. While the Patek 5711 made its stylish exit, watches like the Rolex Submariners and Daytonas were still flying off the shelves. And don't be fooled, these weren't rare finds, they were everywhere, as common as grabbing your morning coffee. If you hopped on Chrono 24 during the height of the craze, you'd find thousands of Submariners up for grabs, like a never-ending Black Friday sale. Rolex wasn't about to sit back and watch either. They kicked production into high gear, even building a new facility to keep up with the massive demand. After all, Rolex is in the business of selling watches, not stockpiling them. When the market's begging for more, it only makes sense to rev up the production line. As the market started cooling off and prices began to drop, the watch community kicked things into high gear. Suddenly, you could snag a black dial Daytona for around $24,000. Not bad when you consider taxes and regional price differences. This sparked a bit of a frenzy, with collectors racing to score the best deals, sometimes close to retail. The market was flooded with watches, and both dealers and collectors stuck to their guns, holding on tight with a never-lose mentality. But with production still rolling and prices adjusting, it's hard to see anything but a downward trend, unless, of course, everyone decides to treat their watches like priceless family heirlooms to pass down for generations. This flurry of activity highlights a bigger shift happening in the luxury watch world, where things are always changing. As new models hit the scene and older ones either get discontinued or become harder to find, collectors' tastes shift with the times, often driven by a mix of nostalgia, investment potential, and pure love for design. It's a delicate dance between supply and demand, and every tick of the second hand could signal yet another change in market trends. For both watch enthusiasts and investors, The key is to stay on top of it all and be ready to adapt. I mean, the world of luxury watches can be tricky and unpredictable, but that's also part of the fun, do you agree? Let's take a closer look at the idea of greed that often floats around in the watch market. It's a conversation that came up a lot when we were running research for Opulent Oasis. You see, collectors would sometimes whisper about certain dealers or flippers being a little too aggressive with their markups. And while it's easy to throw around the greed label whenever profits are involved, the reality is usually more nuanced than that, kind of like how a luxury watch is made up of many intricate parts. Sure, there have been stories in the media about authorized dealers who might have bent the rules here and there, no need to name names, but the thing is, not every profit-driven move comes from a place of greed. In fact, a lot of times businesses are just showing some love to their loyal customers with perks or bonuses. That's pretty standard across industries, not just in the high-end world of luxury watches. When we dig a little deeper, the idea of greed in the watch market starts to get more complicated, especially when you think about the personal reasons behind why people sell their luxury watches. Some folks part with their beloved timepieces because of tough situations, like losing a job, while others might be doing something as positive as funding their kids' education. When someone comes along offering a price that's higher than what they originally paid, who wouldn't be tempted to take it? It's a far cry from things like price gouging on medicine, where it's a matter of life or death versus life or luxury, completely different ethical territory. This is where the economics of it all come into play, and we start to see the full range of motivations and ripple effects in the market. Understanding any market, especially one as glamorous as luxury watches, means recognizing that supply and demand aren't just buzzwords, they're the forces steering prices. Sometimes this drives prices higher, but it's not always about greed. Often, it's just the market adjusting to changes in what's available and what people want. Eventually, markets tend to correct themselves, bringing prices back down to a more reasonable level, which is great news for those true collectors who care more about the passion than the profit. It's a reminder that patience and perspective are key in the world of collecting. Whether you're holding onto a watch that means something special or looking to buy a piece that might grow in value, the decision to sell or buy usually comes down to a mix of personal value and smart timing in the market. It's never just about dollars. It's about the stories, memories, and opportunities wrapped up in each watch. At the end of the day, while the watch market can sometimes feel like a playground for those chasing profit, it's still a thriving community of passionate collectors and enthusiasts who genuinely appreciate the artistry and history behind each timepiece. Navigating this complex world means keeping in mind the human stories that bring every transaction to life, the little moments of joy, the challenges, and the victories that give watch collecting its true meaning. In this space, every tick holds a story, and every buy or sell is another thread in the rich tapestry of this fascinating world. Now, here's the scoop on why the watch market took a dip. If you're into this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to Opulent Oasis for more insights, straight to the point. Stick with us, and we'll help you become a pro at navigating the ups and downs of watch collecting. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the flip side of the minute hand in the next video.